Hey Gemini, I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a love energy check-in for you, Gemini, just to see situations of separation and no contact, blocked, no communication. Um, I've been getting a lot of those calls recently, so I thought I'd do a series on my channel as well. Okay, let's see. There's definitely a shift in energy on the masculine side. And remember, masculine doesn't have to be gender specific. We all hold masculine energy. But I have definitely been feeling a frailty or a fragility and a sense of feeling lost, a sense of not knowing place, not feeling grounded, and not knowing purpose or losing purpose, feeling lost with purpose. And very, very triggered at the moment as well. Self-worth is coming up a lot for the masculine energy. So let's see. For the feminine, it's also about learning how to receive again. For so long, we have been fighting to be equal, but not recognizing that equality doesn't equal being, dominantly masculine energy. It doesn't mean you have to take a drill to your wall on your own or hold everything together on your own. The sense of hyper independence is what the feminine energy is overcoming right now as well. Being able to receive, being able to surrender. There's a difference between surrendering and submission as well. Submission is almost in a way a masculine energy because it is still choosing to take action in some way, shape, or form for a specific outcome. Whereas surrendering is um, layered with faith and trust and grace and being able to receive, being open to receive and going with flow. So both sides are actually recalibrating, and that's what I'm picking up, which is why there's a lot of situations of confusion, separation, heartache, no contact. So let's see for you, Gemini. Spirit, please and thank you for the Gemini collective. Okay, so there's definitely going to be someone is waiting for you to land the message first, Gemini, and waiting for a really long time. I do see regret, loss, and sadness here. Um, Scorpio energy. In this situation, there was an imbalance of power or an imbalance of dominance. Aries energy, the Emperor energy, which can be very controlling, manipulative, stubborn, even abusive, verbally, emotionally. It doesn't have to be that extreme, Gemini, but I am getting an imbalance of power. Maybe from your side as well. Maybe, there was an excess of control, an imbalance of control in the situation, in the relationship. Now, remember, this does not have to be romantic relationships. This can also be family, friends. Um, Take it how it resonates for you, Gemini. But I do get a masculine energy here that is trying to maintain control by exerting excessive boundaries or exerting rules and regulations that you are not comfortable with. So this could also be you, Gemini, for the cross watchers. Another card of Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries here, but I do see that there was a reset here. Somebody drew the line, or somebody put their foot down in the situation and decided, you know what, it's better to leave. Um, for your own sense of sanity. I know you took a big risk here. For some of you, Gemini, there was a big risk in leaving. Or maybe this is something you are considering, just starting a completely new chapter, or maybe a reset of the connection is what is required. They say, excuse me, when one relationship ends, when, even with the same person, um, there can be a new relationship or a reset of a relationship. But I do think you are looking for your wish fulfillment here, Gemini, and not feeling fulfilled in the current situation, which is why the need to leave. There's definitely going to be communication here. This was a very passionate connection. I do feel a lot of passion, but also stubbornness on both sides. What is the outcome here? Anxiety and Five of Swords. So definitely, this could be related to communication, Gemini, overthinking, um, feeling nervous about communicating again. There's a lot of different narratives going on in your mind about this situation, about this person, and not all of them have to be true. So it's a lot of overthinking going on here, Gemini, which I think came out in your last general reading as well. So it is about tapping into your emotions, or allowing the expression of your emotion as well, to balance out the overthinking. Not everything can be rationalized. So before you make up a story, Gemini, it's really important to look at things from both perspectives, and to look at things in a neutral way, if that is possible. And that's what separation sometimes allows. Some grounding is needed here. You might be feeling very exhausted physically and mentally, card of Capricorn. You could be distracting with work as well. But I do see that for some of you as well, it's important to stand your ground. It's important to hold your position in a calm, stable, secure, grounded way. That's going to be very important. Hold your boundary. What is the outcome here? Yeah, some of you definitely feel overworked or overloaded and just burdened by the situation. This could have to do with finances as well, argument about finances, over finances, maybe an imbalance, or an imbalance in the give and take, in the physical world, in the material sense, feeling like you are over giving or over compensating in a way. There's definitely a sense of regret and loss here in the separation, though. It could be for some of you a separation from a commitment like marriage, or a very long-term relationship. At this point, you've reached a kind of crossroads or a stalemate. And again, Gemini, it's really important that you, instead of overthinking, tap into your heart space and ask yourself, what is it that is going to bring you your wish fulfillment and emotional peace? Does that mean moving to calmer waters? And that means tapping into what brings you joy as well. So take some time out for reflection, Gemini, and really ask yourself if this is a connection that is repairable or sustainable, and does it bring you joy in a reciprocal way For the cross watchers as well, this could be your Gemini. Um, but I do feel like the anxiety and the overthinking is coming more from the Gemini perspective here. There will definitely be communication again, but what Spirit is saying that is that you need to make sure that this is something that you do actually want before repeating a cycle. Okay, Gemini. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. Otherwise, good luck with the situation. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time.